हेलो एवरीवन, माय नेम इज़ करण मशरू। वेलकम टू दिस वीडियो। सो इस डायनेमिक प्रोग्रामिंग की प्लेलिस्ट में अभी तक हमने 3 क्वेश्चंस देखे हैं। द फर्स्ट वन इज़ फिबोनाची सीरीज, द सेकंड वन इज़ सबसेट सम प्रॉब्लम एंड द थर्ड वन इज़ मैक्सिमम सबसेट सम आउट ऑफ ऑल सबसेट्स ऑफ नॉन एडजेसेंट एलिमेंट्स। सो इन तीनों वीडियोज़ में हमने देखा हम किसी भी डायनेमिक प्रोग्रामिंग प्रॉब्लम को आइडेंटिफाई कैसे करते हैं। जब हम उनका ब्रूट फोर्स अप्रोच लिखते हैं, इट वुड बी यूजिंग रिकर्शन। एंड रिकर्शन में हम ओवरलैपिंग सब प्रॉब्लम्स एंड ऑप्टिमल सबस्ट्रक्चर प्रॉपर्टी अगर हमें मिल जाती है, देन वी से वी कैन कन्वर्ट दिस टू अ डायनेमिक प्रोग्रामिंग प्रॉब्लम. Now the thing is, for example, at present I am sharing the slide of subset sum problem. So probably you would be remembering. So let's say I have n elements and I want to reach the subset sum t. So so if I write down the recursion, so for the nth element I will have two options. Either I will select the nth element or not select it. If I select the nth element and let's say the nth element value is 5, so this is my given array in which I have some elements and at the end I have 2, 3, 10 and 5. So if I select the nth element whose value is 5, the remaining number of elements would be n minus 1 and the remaining target sum would be t minus 5. And if I do not select the nth element, the remaining elements would be n minus 1 and target sum will remain t only. We have seen this recursion in detail in subset sum problem. Now the thing is, when we wrote the recursion, we saw the overlapping sub problems. For example, f of n minus 4 t minus 5, which means so this f of n minus 4 t minus 5 will return me true or false depending upon whether we can get a subset of the first n minus 4 elements whose subset sum is t minus 5, and here also it is the same, right? So the recursion here and here would be absolutely same and they both will return the same value. Either both will return true or both will return false. So these are overlapping sub problems. And then we said that this also follows optimal substructure property, as here for, let's say, for this function we are using its sub problems. We are using the smaller problem solution to get the to mark the solution for this, whether it is true or false. For example, the solutions of this and this will decide whether this is true or false. We will take bitwise OR between these two, right? Now the thing is, as far as like till present, how much like I have learned myself, I have taught a lot of batches. So basically so when we write recursion, okay, so from a particular function we will call two particular functions, or maybe more than two as well. Let's say we call two functions, and then we use the solutions of these two to identify the solution for this, right, in the recursive approach. And then somewhere down the line we see the overlapping sub problems. Now the thing is, जैसे हम इस फंक्शन के लिए दो फंक्शंस कॉल कर रहे हैं, राइट, रिकर्शन में, एंड यहाँ पे पैरामीटर्स कुछ चेंज होंगे. एंड तो जब हम इस फंक्शन में से ये दो फंक्शन कॉल कर रहे हैं और इन दोनों फंक्शन का जो सोल्यूशन है उनका यूज़ करके मे बी उनके बीच में एडिशन करेंगे या बिटवाइज और करेंगे या मे बी सम अदर ऑपरेशन करेंगे, राइट, बट इनका सॉल्यूशन यूज करके ही हम इस फंक्शन का सॉल्यूशन बिल्ड कर रहे हैं, राइट. सो ऑप्टिमल सबस्ट्रक्चर प्रॉपर्टी तो एक तरह से है ही, because from this function you are calling two functions. Okay, let's say there are two recursive calls from one function, एंड इनके सॉल्यूशंस की मदद से आप इस फंक्शन का सॉल्यूशन डिफाइन कर रहे हो, मे बी टेकिंग बिटवाइज और बिटवीन देम और मे बी एडिंग दीएम और समथिंग लाइक दैट. So what I'm trying to say is optimal substructure property तो हो ही गई, because you are using the solutions to the smaller problems to get the solutions for this. You are using the optimal solutions to the smaller problems to get the optimal solution for this problem, right? और आगे जाके आपको overlapping sub problem दिख जाता है, right? So what I'm trying to say is when you write down the brute force approach in the recursion, you see the overlapping sub problems, and optimal substructure property भी एक तरह से है ही satisfy वो तो होगी, because you are using the optimal solutions to the sub problems to write the if you are writing recursion in that way, you are using the optimal solutions to the sub problems to get the solutions of this problem, right? So what I'm trying to say is, till now I have not encountered any problem or anything where you do have overlapping sub problems property. You do have overlapping sub problems property, but it is not satisfying optimal substructure property, and hence this cannot be solved with dp. I haven't come across any such question. So if there is overlapping sub problems, there is a optimal substructure property, because how will you identify overlapping sub problems? Using the recursion. And if you are writing recursion, so if you are using the optimal solutions to the sub problems to get the optimal solution to the function which is calling them, there is the optimal substructure property, right? So I till now I haven't come across a problem which has overlapping sub problems but it does not have over optimal substructure property, and hence it cannot be implemented using dynamic programming. Okay, if any of you come across such a problem, please let me know in the comment section. But from now onwards, what we will be doing is, when we write down the recursive approach of any solution, we will only look for overlapping sub problems. We will only look for overlapping sub problems, and if overlapping sub problems are found, we will convert it into a dynamic programming approach. Okay, and I don't think for interviews or placements you would come across any such question. Okay, I even searched through internet but I didn't found any question which satisfies this. Okay, so any DP problem, so how will you know it? In the recursion, if you see overlapping sub problems, you can convert it to a dynamic programming problem. You can approach in that way. But theoretically, if you need to give answer to someone, you can mention both the properties. There is this and this. But while solving the problem, if you can see overlapping sub problems, you can directly convert it to a dynamic programming problem. And for further problems in this series, we will look only for this property. ओके, आई होप आपको इस वीडियो में सब कुछ समझ में आया है. थैंक यू.